Hey guys, Trumpetmcool here. Today's date is July 24th, 2014, and welcome to episode number 19 of Day Night Time. Today's game is Team Fortress 2. The icebreaker topic is what are you particular about? You know, whether it's like, you know, you like to wear striped socks, or you know, you like to use your blinker. It's a pet peeve of yours while driving. Okay, so last time we played No, we didn't play Photon Sagas. We played Town of Salem. StarCraft was kind of being a pain in the butt, but yeah, we found a game, and it was basically like a Mafia game where we're trying to figure out who was Town and who was Mafia, with secrecy. In the second game, we did like StarCraft 2 names, so no one knew who anyone was. Okay, so if you haven't seen that, go check that out and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Trumpetmcool TV. All right, Day Night Weekly Update. So this Monday, Sean is doing mostly walking instead of Funday Monday. He's trying it out, and that is he's going to be doing an adventure game with Sean Bouchard and Bill Grainer, and they're going to be playing King's Quest 6, which is going to be really funny and great, so you definitely don't want to miss that. So that's this Monday. Okay, so the DKTL is a community tournament that's focused on players. It's designed for any kind of weekly playing schedule at any skill level. The finals were cast last week, and the VODs are on YouTube, so if you haven't watched that, please go check that out. I heard it was a really good series. They played it through to the end of the series, so back and forth action, so definitely go check that out. Okay, so DayKnight Showmatches are a form of competition for fellow DayKnights to compete with each other in streamed matches without the time commitment of a tournament. So if that's something you're interested in, check out the forums. And those are usually streamed on the weekends at twitch.tv/omega068. The Knights of the Nonagon table is another form of competition where DayKnights can either play a game during the week and send in a replay, or have it streamed live on Friday at 5 p.m. So both, if that's something you're interested in, check that out. Those are both live. Both live and recorded games are streamed Friday at 5 p.m. BDT. And let's see, we have the D&D campaigns. Nomic streamed this week. She streamed the Fall of the Silver Templars. And Nomic is out of town this week. She's at Comic-Con, so she's having fun over there. And this week, the party rescued a demigod, fooled some hungry trolls, and got some legit swag. And if you haven't heard of the Fall of the Silver Templars, it's a cool campaign. It's a high fantasy set in the Pathfinder system. Players must uncover the workings of an insane cult while finding the secrets hidden in their own past. That's streamed Sunday mornings, 11 a.m. PDT at twitch.tv/NOMIKKH. The Warsmith streams the Sea of Stars. It's a 4th edition campaign where adventurers fight Lovecraftian horrors in a psychic shadow war. I don't think they streamed this week, but those are normally streamed at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays at twitch.tv/DHWarsmith. Alright, so who's ready for an icebreaker? And I shall unmute everyone.
I'm probably ahead of you. Bam. All right.
Yay!
Yeah.
And we're released.
Oh. Hey.
American freedom is back.
Turn it to sound.
America.
Damn colonials escaped.
Well, Trumps, there's been a discussion in chat that you're actually 16 years old. Can you just confirm that?
And I shaved my beard because of work, because for safety reasons.
Safety reasons.
Yes, because I work at a chemical plant, and if I were to need to put on a mask,
Oh my god, are you cooking meth? Holy
no,
Where did that come from?
dude.
no.
Hey, Jess.
Wow. We don't judge.
Dude, you just tell the lab one day, you're like, Jess. we gotta
Manbon.
cook.
Manbon. All he did was say he was working at a chemical plant. He didn't say he was becoming
was
ultra white.
hugely-
Calm down.
Gosh.
As he gets muted.
All right. So, who wants to talk about what they are particular about? Manbon likes to shout out in public.
Mean?
I can give you a great example.
All right.
What this means.
This is Omega068. He streams show
Now,
matches.
This I must clarify that this is an old story. This is from when I was an undergrad, which was like 4 or 5 years ago at this point. As far as just when this happened, but basically in the cafeteria, they serve such wonderful things as chicken, hamburgers, and mac and cheese.
Pretty standard.
Now I like mac and cheese normally. I'll put spicy stuff on it sometimes. I pretty much just like it the way it is. The guy who made mac and cheese over there wanted chives on it. I don't know why he decided he couldn't just have his chives on the side. He had to put them on the thing. So naturally what this would mean is that occasionally I would just not notice that they were on the thing, and he wouldn't do this every single time. I don't know why this guy did this. It was inconsistent. But they would get mixed in. So I just grab some mac and cheese, put it on my plate, sit down, take 3 bites. It's like, oh, that's pretty good. Then find a piece of chive, and that's all I taste. So yes, I hate chives on mac and cheese. If you do that, I don't understand you in the slightest. There you go. Something you're unbelievably petty about for no apparent reason. There you go.
Okay, alright, I get this. So I guess mine would be people who open double doors, but only opening one door. Like this happens quite a lot in school. Like there'd be like a wave of people coming from one house, and then they'd only ever open one door, and then on the other side there'd be like a group of people waiting to get through that one door, but they'll never like open the other door, which they can freely open because it's a fucking double door. And, like I don't understand that at all. So there you go. That's my answer to your icebreaker.
Cool. Carter?
I guess, yeah, continuing that line. Let's see. I have one sort of positive one and one sort of negative one. The negative one is I basically can't stand bananas at all. Like, if I smell them, it makes me nauseous, let alone eating them. Any, like, banana-containing products. I can't really tell you why, but it's just, like, everything about bananas just grosses me out. The positive one, I am incredibly, incredibly partial to pomegranates. They're by far my favorite fruit. Yeah, I'm on a sort of fruit-related spree today, but yeah, pomegranates are literally my favorite fruit of all time. I eat them whenever possible.
Cool.
And yeah, that's all I got.
Nice. Cool. Gnintendo? Are you there, Sean?
I don't like bananas either, with the smell of them, but I have a particularly good reason. 2 years ago, I was doing an organic chemistry experiment at university, and we were supposed to synthesize some sort of odorous compound, but they didn't tell us what it was. So, normally when you, like, flavor things, you only put, like, a microscopic amount, because it, like, smells so strong. So, here we were in this lab synthesizing it. And then as soon as we got to the final chemical, which ended up being a banana odor, the entire room smelled like banana. And I swear to God, my stuff smelled like banana for 2 months. It was the worst. I never want to smell a banana again. It was that.
Nice.
Dude, you don't want to smell banana ever again, dude.
That's intense.
Dude, it was the lab.
Wait.
Everything smelled like banana, and we just all look at each other like, we're like, I hate bananas. Never again.
So the interesting thing about that is that you've probably only ever seen 2 varieties of bananas because they're actually incredibly difficult to preserve, but there's actually like thousands of them.
There's like one species of banana that everyone eats, and then there's a few that grow in like really isolated places.
Yep, you can't ship them anywhere. It's weird.
But then what happens if like a genetic problem happens with one kind?
No kidding.
If that
Then you get to
one
mutant
kind, then it
bananas.
disappears forever. Like the type of banana that used to be on the market like 20 years ago is not the same one we currently have because it got wiped out.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
The more you know, ladies and gentlemen.
The
Yeah.
more you know.
I get to learn more about my least favorite fruit on DayKnight Hangout.
All right. UnemployedShaku. Who's actually employed, by the way?
Yeah, I am. So it's really live. Whatever.
Cool.
I don't know about particular thing. I guess I probably, imagine I have some kind of form of OCD. I don't know. Like, I have things that go in very specific places, and if anybody comes into my room and moves anything, I'll notice. Like this little coin here, you might have seen from the one shot of the milkshakes in this very particular spot over here. There's no reason for it. Absolutely none. But it sits there, and if it moves, I know.
He will hunt you down if you move that coin.
Oh,
That's
goodness.
basically how it goes.
Don't touch my coin, guys.
Cool.
If my backpack moved, I knew because it smelled like banana.
Or didn't smell like banana if it was far enough away. Conversely.
Just be glad you don't like throw up immediately whenever you smell banana.
Yeah.
Like,
It could have been worse. Like, it could have been like a worse odor.
We could have been trapped in a room with the smell of banana. for
True,
hours.
true.
Yeah, at least we got to like leave the lab.
Okay. Calvin Dude 22.
I'm next. Okay. I kind of have the same thing. Like, I'm sure I have some sort of OCD. It's like, I'm very particular about things being symmetrical. It's like when things are sort of out of where they should be. That's one thing. Also,
So you're OCD?
yeah. Also, I work cashier at a grocery store, and we have these little stickers for 50% off. And when people go through and they insist on checking every single sticker as I ring it through, and it's actually the most annoying thing ever. And that's just a random thing.
Cool.
Because they'll be like, this person will get like 20 of these 50% off things, and then every single one, they'll ask me like, did you get that one? I'm like, yes, I got that.
Cool.
I guess it's like seeing people with like not matching socks. It's like, why?
Oh
why
my
do
god,
you do
I
that?
was
Yeah, I know. Oh, I do
Why
that
would you
sometimes,
do that?
but
You gotta be careful though. They might be colorblind and then you'll just feel bad.
You know your socks are with
Unless,
splashes. Like,
okay. Unless
sock's
it's like
never even
one
that
sock
bad,
is
guys.
stripy and the other one
well, either
is
that,
like,
either that, or they're in a hurry. Just pick 2 socks.
yeah, it doesn't matter if you look like a twat, just go.
You see,
I wear
my
mismatched
thing with
socks all the
socks
time.
is I always lose one, so I don't put them in pairs anymore. I just have a pile of single socks. I just pick 2 out for the day.
Oh my
Nope.
god. Why would
okay,
you do that?
Yeah, I
Lulu,
do that too. It's
Why would
it
you
saves
do that?
space actually.
Lulu,
To
I actually
blow them all up.
what are you particular about, sir?
I guess in contrast to the OCD and very tidy people,
Uh-huh.
I have organized mess. Everything in my room is messy, but I know exactly
I
where
understand
everything
that.
is.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Everything is messy, but I know everything is. When people move like stuff and tidy it up and say, "Oh, it's tidy now," you can find shit. I can never find it. I don't know where it is. It's
I
like,
know, right?
I
Because
think
most
the
of
most appropriate response to that would be hashtag boys.
no, like I went to uni. My parents like moved all my stuff like into boxes and stuff. I was like, okay, just put it under the bed. I know where it is. I come home, my sister's nicked my old room, my dad's moved into my sister's room, I don't have a bedroom anymore, where's my stuff?
That's ridiculous.
That would be nice.
No one remembered where they put my stuff. We found out, like, one box had been moved to my nan's, one box was in the attic, and the other one was at an aunt's, 200 miles away. I hate people move my stuff when it's messy. It's messy, it's good.
So
Annoying.
where'd you end up sleeping though?
Oh, dude, I'm like in. So you got like my living room there. There's my bed behind me. I'm in like a secondary front room right now.
Oh my god.
I'm on a put-up bed.
Oh my god. You literally got kicked out of your own room without consent. That's pretty harsh, dude.
She got home with it. She was in my room, and she's repainted it and everything. Bullshit. Anyway, over to the next person.
Okay, StarzKri.
He's gonna go last.
Okay.
He has confided in me to go before him because he trusts me to hate bananas. Goddamn bananas! So,
Stop the
actually, bananas are fine. Something I'm really particular about, if you've been watching Weird Al lately, he's just on this thing where he's done 8 videos in 8 days.
Oh yeah, dude.
Every day releasing a new music video for his new album, which has been pretty cool. But one of those videos in particular really speaks to my soul, and it's a video it's a video for a song called Word Crimes.
Yep.
Which is his take on blurred lines, far superior to the original, by the way. And in it, he talks about things like people who use "its" with an apostrophe as a possessive, or people who literally use "literally" in the wrong way, like, oh my gosh, I literally lost my head this morning, things like that.
That's actually correct.
Doctor?
Well, if the guy didn't have his head, then yes. If it was the headless horse, yes.
Dude, I told him that and he literally exploded. And you're like, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Like, no, he
figuratively exploded.
Yeah.
The problem is nobody says that, so
yeah.
Like, it doesn't sound right conversationally.
Those kind of language misuses, grammatical mistakes, they cut me to my soul.
I feel you.
And I guess that is something that I'm very particular about. I'm all bananas. Fucking bananas. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Travis. Actually, in addition to that, like there's one where when you're in a conversation, like when someone says to you like, "How are you doing?" and like you say, "I'm doing good," and there's I think someone said like,
"You're doing well."
You're doing.
But you could be doing
Superman
good.
does good. Like, you're doing well.
You could be like saving a baby from a burning building, so then you're doing good.
I think some things don't matter. They shouldn't matter as much, or they shouldn't matter as much.
Yeah.
They always matter.
I don't really care in speaking, but writing, it's inexcusable.
Yeah.
Dude, you can never read one of my essays. Ever.
Thanks for the warning.
I want to read it now.
Warning me of doing something I never intended to do.
All of your essays?
Yeah.
All right, StarzKri.
Okay, so start out with, we're sponsored by Kickstarter tonight. So one thing I'm particular about is anybody on the highway who drives a motorcycle and then tries to cut off a car just because they're in a hurry. My main reason isn't because you're annoying and you're getting in my way. It's the reason of the fact that if I were to speed up even like a mile faster and I hit you, I'm pretty sure that my giant car is going to beat your motorcycle.
Yeah, it's like object with little momentum tries to bully object with huge momentum. Like,
who wins?
I probably changed the
mid-size
argument.
sedan versus Harley.
I changed the argument from motorbikes to anyone, any lane. Not them in general.
Well, no, see, I mean, if it's another car, I can't say I'm gonna win, because if it's like a truck, I'm probably gonna lose.
Yeah.
This tank cut me off, so I totally just ran into it. Like,
trucks and tanks on highways generally do what they want.
Hold on. You just said a tank, so I have to tell a story. I have to tell a story about a tank.
Okay.
When I was little and my brother was in the army, we were at Fort Knox. We found out that tanks don't stop for red lights.
Yeah.
It's a tank. It's just gonna keep going.
Well, stopping a tank and letting it idle wastes so much money in like fuel that it's not really useful unless it's a life or death situation.
It's better just run over a car.
It wasn't okay.
It's a good thing nobody
that
uses
situation.
tanks in
They were just driving the tank around the
situations.
I was
base.
gonna say that still requires a previously cleared area / permission to run over and murder civilians.
Oh my God.
All the trouble. So yes, they can run through red lights.
Oh yeah, because remember there was the one video of the guy in was it in China who stood in front of a tank column and just wouldn't let them pass?
But that's a completely different situation. But,
Yeah, Tiananmen Square is a little different.
yeah.
Although,
I'm not sure. Well,
Yeah,
because what's
not a red light issue.
my science teacher, who was also my health chemistry teacher, who was also in the army, they had a parade and they told the people to stay a certain distance away from the tank because they let off steam and they can melt pretty much anything behind it.
Yep.
And the people in the parade didn't listen, so it melted like half of a car through
It's
the road.
like it's a gas turbine engine. It gives off a huge amount of heat.
Can actually melt a car though. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, what can melt cars? I wasn't listening.
What was it?
So you're once a tank.
A tank.
Wait, tanks melt cars?
Like the exhaust from it, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was just a lot of steam. It was a lot of heat.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I can confirm that heat melts cars.
I think heat melts
Heat melts a lot of stuff actually. Yeah.
Whoa.
Heat melting things. We're really getting in depth here.
Guys, stay in school, learn about science.
And bananas.
Isn't it
And
sufficient?
bananas.
Dude, no, not bananas.
It's not
Prefer
simply
leader-
heat.
If you're
you
in
take an
chemistry
ice
and it looks like Kool-Aid, don't drink it.
Do those
So-
not very many things are red.
Better stuff.
All right. So the only thing I'm particular about, I'm not really particular about anything. Just like, I like to get,
Fade.
anyone.
I was gonna say. This is the
If
part where
anyone
they're
knows,
you're married, right? Let's get your wife over here. Let's see what you're particular about.
If anyone's been to Canes, Racing Canes, you would know.
I
what I'm
have.
talking
They
about.
have it around here.
Cool. I like to get two, or an extra cane sauce to dip my bread in. That's about it. Yeah.
Cool.
I would say you're fairly particular about making sure everything goes smoothly in day-night time as well.
Well, I just.
That's more just a duty of patient.
Let's be perfectly honest.
Shire.
Shire.
What's so funny?
Oh man, Bob.
What's so funny?
Oh man,
I
Bob.
didn't. That wasn't meant to be hilarious.
What's so
Yeah.
funny?
But seriously, if you were in charge of a stream that's this important, you'd probably also like be pretty sure to keep your ducks in a row.
Let's be perfectly honest.
No,
here.
no,
It's probably not
I
Trump.
mean-
It's probably us.
I'm not saying it as a slight against
Yeah, I
against
know.
Trump.
Yeah.
I'm saying it as like
I didn't take
you know,
it as a
he's
side.
pretty particular about it, and it shows in the stream quality. Look, that's my name, guys. That's really cool.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
I
That would
can't
have been
see.
so bad if that wasn't your name above your head.
That's good. Wait.
Earlier I was Lulu, so that was kind of weird.
That's true. We did swap personas for a bit.
All right, so
that's funny.
so the games we're gonna be playing.
Okay, there's an S. I was hoping-
The first part is we're gonna play prop hunt, which it divides you into two teams, props and hunters. So basically, you become a prop of Team Fortress 2, and you have to hide inside of the landscape of the map. And the hunters are
Pyros.
trying to find those people.
Or dicks.
Hey, it's not my cat for once.
And every time you try and shoot, you lose a little bit of health, so you can't just spam. Unfortunately.
Can you hop on the server?
There
Oh.
are map
You
and
got health
balance
potions,
changes for StarCraft coming out soon.
So yeah.
Uh-oh.
These are
Map
pretty
changes?
significant changes.
Oh my god, what changes?
The
Wait, is
Mace,
this the beta stuff?
they buffed the Widowmine, they buffed the Thor, and
Yeah.
thing Time Warp pretty hard.
Wait,
Time
they-
warp.
they-
Go,
they-
Darren.
Wait, are they actually buffing the Thor, or are they just changing the like?
They're just changing it.
It
They're not.
targets muters now as
Well-
opposed to Zerglings, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that is. That's a buff unless you think you're that fast. Let's just put it that way.
So in other words, they buffed the AI of the
Yeah.
Thor.
That
And-
can make a pretty significant difference if the first shot actually goes
Yeah.
where it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna guess that the Widow Mine is now like it was before.
Yeah, that's how it was
Probably
originally.
somewhere in
Stronger than it is
between.
now.
Yes.
It's got like it's basically like it was before, but with smaller splash radius, right?
I guessed, and it doesn't have the damage zones, and it has the
Yeah.
shield effect still.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you ever get shot in the head at the second round by like an arrow, that's me.
All right. So
Oh god, not this again.
yeah. So everyone join. Search for DayKnight. It should be the
Just-
prop. Should be the prop server. Prop hunt server. There's 2 servers. One's the regular server and one's the prop hunt server.
Or just
So,
run on
me, I
something.
didn't refresh the server list and still had it up.
But yeah, the other thing that they're doing is I guess they want to
So I'll show you on
decrease
stream.
the duration of time warp for 30 seconds to 10 seconds.
Should I
Yeah.
show first?
That's gonna be pretty
Yeah.
big, I think.
Wait, time warp.
Protoss early game spells are way too long. Fucking
DayKnight.
time
Yeah.
warp. Fucking.
That's not an early game spell. That's a spell of the entire
No,
game.
So we have to refresh all.
It's,
wait,
like,
time-
it's just a
That's
spell.
used in every single engagement. If
So okay,
Protoss is
time
good.
warp only lasts for 10 seconds. So it's getting
Yes.
it's
Okay.
getting debuffed. It's getting
Yeah. That's gonna be.
Debuffed, like nerfed.
Yeah.
Yes.
But how? It was okay.
No,
What did?
I'm just making sure because I heard buffed. I was like, wait a minute, going from 30 seconds.
No,
to 10
I
actually-
said nerfed as far as that was concerned. But the thing is, it's gonna
Fine.
change a lot of
Whoa,
strategy.
what map is this?